Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be walking through Dany's visions of the House of the Undying and how they mirror her arrival in Westeros. In our first scene, we see Daenerys walking through the House of the Undying and beginning to look around in the throne room in King's Landing. We see her look around and discover this new place, a place that she's only heard of through stories and through Viserys, as well as her imagination, with the snow on the ground being the snow that is now in Westeros. This scene can most definitely mirror and parallel her journey across the narrow sea and her arrival on Dragonstone, a fortress like King's Landing where she's only heard from Viserys and using her imagination. When she turns towards the Iron Throne and climbs the stairs of the throne room but does not touch it, as she is called away by her babies, her children, family. Her climbing the stairs of the throne room in Dragonstone is reflective of the scene previous, where she is turning around before she sits to discover the map room and devising her plan of attack. This is where we can get to see a little bit sketchy and maybe a little bit tinfoil. Her dragon cries could also be slightly seen as Jon's arrival in Dragonstone and him calling her north, as he is her family and he is also part dragon. They begin their connection of getting to know one another before the next scene shows up. She continues to hear the cries get louder and louder before going beyond the wall and ventures out into the freezing cold. A journey to the unknown, seeing a tent in the distance. This scene is most definitely reflective of her going beyond the wall, slightly scared, but she must go, as the potential experience like no other. This is when she receives the raven from Gendry or Davos, and then goes beyond the wall with her 3 dragons. She is called by Jon to go north to save him and his friends as well.
Until the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
In the tent with her little family with Drogo and her son Rhaego, we see him and her have a conversation about the experience of knowing that he isn't real, but is trying to reason if it's okay for her to believe in it. She sits beside them and interacts with them, almost falling for this vision of what could be and what should be her future. But she realizes she can't, because her dragons need her. Seeing something that isn't real become real. The Night's King and the army of the dead, as well leaving someone behind for the greater good. Being Jon as her potential new love interest, her Drogo in this situation, and leaving a child, being Viserion, behind, knowing she can't save them. She leaves with Jon's friends and Drogon. She accepts that both of them are likely dead and that she has to be strong and continue on her mission for the Iron Throne.
Across 1,000 seasons, you will be with them, and we will be with you until time comes to an end. Welcome home, Daenerys Stormborn.
Next we see her in the House of the Undying tied up by chains before finding herself set up with those chains and her dragons as well. But before saying Dracarys and setting Pra-Pri on fire. This can most definitely not be physical chains, but now she is in some sense chained herself to Jon Snow in a few situations, as well chaining herself to the mindset that she is supreme ruler, as her birthright is so strong that she may not have the capabilities she may have to rule. With Jon bending the knee, also sticking up for her in the dragon pin, Jon is most definitely going to be the dragons in this situation, with the setting on fire maybe Cersei in place of Pra-Pri in this situation.
I cannot serve 2 queens. And I've already pledged myself to Queen Daenerys of House Targaryen.
It may be unconventional in terms of what these visions mean and her season arc so far, but having them connect to her plot in some way moving forward, there must be something here. Am I right? Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me your thoughts. Do you think Dany's visions of the House of the Undying mirror what was yet to come for this character? Or do you think something else? And with that, I will leave you guys for my next video. Bye everyone.